Hey, good morning. Glad you can make it. 2 minutes and 2 seconds worth of time lapse. Not bad. Las Vegas Amusement Bar and Grill. I think that's in Winnipeg. But there's some rust here. He wants me to address this. Pull this trim panel off. And this baby is factory butyl set. Oh, look at this. It's not even bonded here. So that explains some of his leaks. So yeah, he wants this all cleaned up. I'm going to take her down to metal and casually remove it. Oh, that butyl is such nasty stuff. Well, that'll consist of the rest of my day, I think. Let's go check the other side. The rust in that corner, although an annoyance, the windshield needed to be replaced, so has me do it. And oh, look, a quarter. That's mine, along with the other $8 or so I found in the car. Straight in the pocket. There we go. Yeah, I got some cleanup to do, but it's not as bad as I'd thought. I'll clean it up, dry it out, wire wheel it, treat the rust, patch any holes if I find. Oh, see, wasn't bonded here either, hardly. See, this was an open one too. See how dry it is there? Yeah, so. I used to do glass installs in my youth, like in a different life, we'll call it. Back in the day when this was the product to use. Beautiful. Oh, if it came off like that, that would be so nice. Okay. I'm gonna put you on the shelf for a while, but I think I'm gonna go have a quick coffee because that was rough. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, let's bring you in now that all the goo is gone. And I didn't use this stuff. It's junk. So, you know, little rusty spots. In here, there was nothing bonding. Here was just full of schmoo that they tried to kind of keep it from leaking, but I'm pretty certain that if I clean this all out, there's no holes, so I should be able just to address this and then move on. I see a little bit of seam sealer here that I'll have to replace, but that's not a big deal. It looks like rust wise is just a little bit of surface here and there, but I'll check it to make sure there's no holes. The other side I think is a little worse. Oh my goodness, I forgot. We're not allowed to listen to tunes while we're talking to our friends on the internet. Yeah, this is all solid, so I'm just going to get in here with a wire wheel, buffer out nice and clean. Then I'm going to treat the rust with some rust converter, let it dry, and then I'm going to roll some gloss black paint in here and at least make sure that it's sealed again. There's a few spots under here, but I should get it cleaned up pretty good. And what I thought was going to be a big deal, I guess, in fact, other than doing the door skins, which there will be very little of, the welding is done. So that kind of makes me happy. What do we call it? Light at the end of the tunnel? Okay, well, I guess I'll put you back on high speed and do some wire wheeling.
You can't stop me now, can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now, can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at, ain't turning back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. All the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. And no shortcuts here for destiny. I'll take the long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn. Lighting the fuse, let it burn. My time is rising, and you can't bring me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at, ain't turning back around. Can't stop me. Can't stop me now. No, 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 you can't stop me now. This is the calm before the storm. You know what's coming, so be warned. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Though my feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. Can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going now, ain't turning back around. Can't stop me. Oh yeah, you can't stop me now. No, 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 you can't stop me. You can't stop, no, you can't stop me.
Well, that cleanup took a little longer than I anticipated, but it's much better. Pulled the speaker grills. They're going to be off color for the time being because this is getting satin black, or yeah, satin black, semi-gloss. This part I got some good Krylon rust paint after I treat it with the rust converter in there. Get that all sprayed down. Once the rust converter's dried, then I will go at that with the seam sealer, seal those seams back up, and actually maybe I should touch this up first. Yeah, first spray, then fix this, then seam sealer. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, bring you back in a little while. Well, I'm almost thinking that concludes my adventures for the day. Just loosened off the scale, put some rust converter on it. I'll roll some black inside just to seal them. I don't think they'll really ever get any worse. And if we're looking for perfection, then we should be looking for new fenders. So, and again, if this becomes an issue, the fenders unbolt. It's not like the quarters. So, that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it for today. The top of the window frame got painted with that Krylon gloss black. It's an awesome rust paint. I use it for everything. And the dash will get, and you'll disagree with me, rolled on with the satin black tomorrow. And when I'm doing the dash, then I'll switch over and I'll get the inside of the fender done too. So that concludes it for, yeah, I know it's not February, Andy, sorry, didn't mean to confuse you. That concludes it for, what is today, January 24th, and I'm not sure where I'm going after this. Set the windshield back in. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I'm kind of happy I didn't have any patches to do, so I guess back to knocking paint off the fenders, filling the finish filling, and then address some door jams and trunk jam and things like that. Trunk lid to do. I also have to do the hood, but it's gonna wait until I can put it back on the car. I don't want to handle that thing any more than I have to, so that being said, again, thank you both for watching, and probably no video tomorrow on this. Like, I think you guys might have seen enough of it. Man, is that door ever rough, eh? Right here. And then there's the rust. And the rust. There's certain places I don't mind it being a little surface rust, but in the middle of the door, yeah, I know that would come back in a heartbeat. Okay. Again, see you next time.